Yeah, so there's today's concept I'm going to talk about, parameterization decorator. See, firstly, whenever we talk about parameterize, uh, we have to understand that, arguments we can say. See, generally, till now, you have tested login test cases with a valid, username and password at a time. So if you wanted to check for, there are, two username and password, right? So we can make four types of ways, Method one is that, method one, test case one, TC1 is that, valid user ID password. Method two is that, which is a test case two, will be valid user ID, invalid password. Method three is that, which is a test case three, invalid user ID, valid password. Method 4 is that test case 4, invalid user ID, invalid password. See, if you wanted to test an application, login page application, we supposed to write 4 test cases. It's a earlier method what you have seen. Now what is the main changes are going to be facilitated by the parameterized decorator? I would like to give the demo now. How this parameterization decorator is going to avoid these 4 test cases can be write as a single test case. Is that good? So now I'll write a statement now. Note parameterize decorator is allows to pass as arguments or parameters as list of tuples, and avoid redundant code. So I hope you don't understand by seeing this particular theoretical thing. Let's go to the practical and I'll show you that how exactly parameterization decorator is going to be useful for you. Let's go to, within the Pytest demo program, I'm going to create, there is a program is, test underscore parameterize decorator demo. Right. So what I'm doing here now, import Pytest There is a class I am going to be create. The class name should be starts with capital T, which is a test for arithmetic operations. The class name is what? I'm just writing arithmetic operators, I can say. So here I'm going to write, there is a definition. Definition name is what? Number comparisons. Number comparisons. Number comparisons. Or else the class name is numbering logics. Right. So what I'm doing here, so right, I'm writing here that I'm making the method as a parameterization. So how I'm going to make the things here? So I will be @Pytest dot mark dot. If you look at, are you seeing my screen? If you look at, there is a function called as a parameterize. It's a built-in function. I hope you are seeing. It's a built-in function, parameterize. I am making the number underscore comparisons method as the parameterization decorator. Parameterize. So this is the method. So what I'm going to do here? So I'm going to do here, I will be pass two parameters. Here, I'll be pass two parameters. One is number one, comma number two. Two parameters I'm going to pass, isn't it? So what I'm going to compare here, I will be compare asset. If number one is equal to number two, test case is going to pass. Else, numbers are unequal. Numbers are unequal is going to be thrown to you. Clear? Okay. Now, what I supposed to write within this parameterize is an important point. Here it will be taking two parameters. One is whatever the arguments you have given here, the same arguments will return over here. What I'm going to write? Number one, isn't it? Comma number two within the double quotation, comma. What you want? We have to pass list of tuples. This is the list. Square brackets are list. List of tuples. Tuples are going to, each tuple will have two arguments. Now tuple indicates with a open and close brackets. Now 10 comma 10. Number one is 10. Number two is 10. Okay. Within the square, within the parenthesis, whatever we have written will be a tuple, isn't it? Within the square bracket will be a list. I'm giving another tuple. 20 comma 20. Okay. Comma 30 comma 30. Another tuple. Okay. Another tuple is 50 comma 60. Now the fourth tuple will have a numbers are unequal. How the comparison will takes place here? Here the comparison will takes place whenever we compile the program. This 10 will be taken into number one. This 10 is going to be taken into number two. It will be compare, are they equal or not? If they are equal, test case will be passed. If they are not equal, it will be give you this particular as an output. Now this tuple, three cases are passed, but 50 comma 60 is going to be failed because they are not equal. This is how a single method will take different pair of parameters. Therefore, it will be called as a parameterization as a decorator. Clear? Let me execute and let me show you. Let me execute now. How you are going to execute? Let me execute now. So whenever we talk about Pytest, we should not execute directly. We supposed to go to terminal and we have to execute Pytest space -s -v and Selenium. Okay. Pytest, within which, what is the program name I have given? Test underscore. Yes, test underscore parameterize underscore decorator underscore demo is my function. Now you execute and observe carefully. No test ran. What happened? Oh, see, can anyone tell me why this particular test case is not executed? Can anyone tell me? Have you observed any remark, whatever I have written in the program? Please, I found the drawback, what I missed out in the program. Why program is not executing? No rum, not is a ran. I got the output, right? So please, I want to know where I made a mistake. I made mistake here.
Maybe in third line, sir.
Okay. In third line, nothing is there. In fourth line, I made a mistake. What is that? I given a hint to you. No test ran. Why it is fourth line is not getting executed? Huh? Can anyone tell me? I made a small mistake here. That's what no test are ran. Otherwise, 4 times the number underscore comparison test need to be executed, but it's not getting executed. What could be the reason? I would like to know what is the drawback I made over here.
The definition name should start with test, I guess.
Who is that? Is that Preeti?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great, Preeti. Yes, yes. Yeah, that would be the drawback. That's the reason it's not getting executed. Yes. Now it will be executed. You see now? So what is the output you have got? 3 tests have been passed. 1 is failed. What is the test has been failed? 50 and 60 is not equal. You just see here. There is an assert is thrown here. Assertion error has been thrown that numbers are not equal because the 50 is not equal to 60. We are comparing 4 pairs. We can increase that. We can increase. It's not a that let me take another value here. Let's take a 100, 200. Now let me execute again. Now there are 5 tests, out of which 2 are going to be failed and 3 are going to be passed. Are you seeing? 2 test cases have been failed. Now I am asking you to write another method. I am asking you to write another method. Definition: test underscore string comparisons. String comparisons. String comparisons. String 1, comma string 2. Here assert number like string 1 is equal to string 2. If yes, then obviously test will be passed. Otherwise, strings are not equal. Now we have to make this particular method as a decorator, parameterization decorator. @pytest dot mark dot parameterize. What I am going to do here, I'll be passing 2 parameters here. One is what are the variables you have passed as an argument? Here we supposed to give str1, comma str2. These two must be same. Okay, here I am going to pass the list of tuples. Now Here I'm going to pass list of tuples. I'm giving 5 students first name and last names. Are they equal or not? I wanted to compare. See, whenever you apply for the PAN card or maybe other card, our first name and last name and surname should be always different from each other. See here, always we need not to give the 2 parameters. We can give the 3 parameters also. STR3. Now first name, last name, surname, or else surname, first name, last name. I am comparing. Here is that STR3. Here what I am comparing? Let's suppose the surname of the surname of the person is Kalvakuntla. What Kalvakuntla is a surname of the KTR. Okay. And the first name is what? Taraka. The next name is what? Ramarao. Now Kalvakuntla Taraka Ramarao. Are they equal or not? We are going to check. Obviously, they are not equal. If they are not equal, strings are not equal. Hence, name is valid. This is the message is going to be given to you. If the Kalvakuntla Taraka Ramarao is the same, means Kalvakuntla or else Taraka, can we have such kind of names? We should not have such kind of names. Now let's go to, here I'm going to make, what is the surname? Let's suppose, midday, comma, midday, comma, midday. Surname, first name, last name are the same. So test case is going to be pass. If you don't want to compare the equal or not, then you can keep here rather than equal, you can keep it as a not equal. Not equal means string 1 and string 2 not equal string 3. If string 1, string 2, string 3 are not equal, then it is a valid name. Otherwise, strings are not equal. That is an output I wanted to see. That's how I can able to see. These are all real-time ways how to do the parameterization decorator. What I'm doing here, I'm giving some more. What I'm going to do here, Patti, this is a surname, right? So obviously 3 names are going to be, same, right? Obviously it's an invalid name actually, because we are comparing here the names which are not equal. That's a valid name. If the surname, first name and equal, obviously it is an invalid name. Nobody will have such kind of names, right? Isn't it? So another surname is that Badavat. It's the name of the name where, here Srini, the last name is that Yam. The surname. Now you remove this, it's not required. Now let me execute. What happens? You tell me, according to the condition, whatever you have written, how many tests are going to be passed and how many are going to fail. You tell me by seeing this. Here, if you look at, Kalvakuntla Taraka Ramarao, obviously they are not equal each other. Therefore, the test case is going to be passed. This test case is going to be failed because names are equal. So strings are, isn't it? So strings are equal. Yes or no? So here is that strings are equal. Error. If the strings are equal, that's not a valid name. Here also same. And obviously the fourth case is going to be pass. First case is going to pass. Fourth case is going to be pass. Rest of the 2 cases are going to be failed. Now you see, let me execute now. Totally in the above, let me do one thing. Here I am going to give the valid name. 50, 50. Above 4 cases will be passed. Below 2 cases are going to pass, but 2 cases are going to fail. Now let me execute. CLS. Yeah. So now are you seeing, guys? Here, this case is failed. This case is failed. And in this case and another case have been failed. 6 cases are passed, 3 cases are failed. Now I request you, quickly you just execute and show me, are you able to execute or not? I'm giving the program to you so that I'll go with a real program and not this program. I'll be take a real program. Instead of this example, I'll take another program. Please, I request everyone to be execute very quickly. And show me, are you able to do it or not? I have pasted the program into your WhatsApp group. Please, everyone need to be execute and show me, are you able to do it or not? I hope everyone have understand that how parameterization decorator is helpful in order to reduce the overall length of the program.